Hello guys, welcome again. In this video we will do scatter plots with slider. First let me run. Here we just have a slider and we have an amplitude. When we change the amplitude, here the scatter plot created. And amplitude now will be 1.1. Here as you can see, when I increase, the numbers here is also changing. It's an interactive plot. Okay, now let's look at the code. Here we are using ipywidgets, matplotlib, and additionally we will use numpy to create data here. And x and y. X will be here x-axis and y will be here. And we are using numpy to create an array linspace 0, 10, 100. So what's going on here? This function, linspace function, create an array. And in that array, these items like the number values start from 0 to 10, and between 0 and 10 there will be 100 different elements. Let me show you. Here, and just print x. Here we just have 100 items here, and it will start from 0, it will end to 10, and we have 100. If I write 10 here, I will have 10 numbers. And if I make this one 45, I will have 10 numbers from 0 to 45 here, as you can see. Let's change it. After that, how we calculate y-axis? NumPy, we are again using NumPy and sin function x. Here, let me show you. And x, here also we can do that. And just print y. For example, the first one, sin this equals is also an array. We have 100 values here, and the first value here, as you can see, sin x, and first value sin 0 equals 0, and then for example, the last one, sin 10 equals 0 minus 0.5, and actually it just calculates what is sin that value, and it will create an array. This array is also has 100 values in that, elements in that. Okay, here we created the data. After that, we created slider, here flow slider widget, and minimum, we already learned this one, minimum 0.1, maximum 2, and this step 0.1. So when I here minimum 0.1, maximum 2 here, and while I'm changing, it changes 0.1, step 0.1, value 1. It means that when I start the code, amplitude will be 1, the value 1. And description, amplitude, here we are seeing amplitude. After that, we are creating output widgets, because we will connect our plot to output, scatter plot output, widgets output. We are creating output widgets. And then we are defining a function. Later, at the end, we will look at that. And then we are using observe function here, slider, observe, update scatter plot value. Here, slider, we create the slider plot slider widget here. It means that whenever the value here on the slider change, this line, this observer, run, call back this update scatter plot again. So what's going on here? Here again we are using with scatter plot output. We'll connect this scatter to this output. And then scatter plot output, clear output. Actually here it's better to clear. And we are using wait true here. So what's happening here? When I change this one, it needs to create a new scatter. But before creating a new scatter, it deletes, clear the previous one. So for example here, as you remember, we created many things, right? When I click the button in the previous video, I will create a new one. But it's kind of annoying because I need to go down to see that if I add this code here, it's important you can use in your projects. I will run again. Update chart. Here I created a chart. When I click again, oh here, not scatter plot output, bar chart output. Change that. Run again. I created a chart. When I click here, as you can see, I have just one chart, and whenever I click on the button, the chart is changed. So if you change the values here, the quantity values, or if you have a big data, like you have many columns, whenever you change the column, you will have just one chart, and you will see those charts here quickly. Okay, here also we are doing the same thing. It's really useful, clear output and wait true, important here. And we are creating the plot. Again, we are defining figure size 84. You know that the scatter, to create a scatter, x is here 0 to 10. We created x, it's an array. If we do like not 0 to 10, if we do 0 to 20, here you will see 0 to 20 x-axis, and y-axis is also another array. We just calculate the sin of that of those values. Here, change new, multiply with y. Change new, what's change new here? We are taking like why we used change here, because we used observe function. And change new is, for example, here I changed this value to 1.30, 1.3. Now change new will be 1.3. So it's defined that it shows that the new value of the changer. So whatever we just watching, we observing. So I changed this one. Now change new is 0.7. And I multiply that value with y. Y is here, this value. And the y will be that one. And it equals amplitude here. So when I do 20, here you are seeing 20. Here and minus, not 22. And here minus 2. Okay, x label x. Here y label y. These are simple. Title is scatter plot, and we are using show function to see that, to display it. And in vertical box, we are using slider here and scatter plot output. So whenever I change this one, scatter plot output is changing, because we are changing in this function. Okay guys, I hope you understand it better. And we also learned how to clear the previous plots, because otherwise, if you don't use that, I will show you what's happening here. Now I changed one time, it creates. I changed again, create a new one. So if I change like this one, now I'm changing. But it seems nothing happened here, right? But not like that. In this way, in this time, I created many plots. So maybe if it is useful for your projects, you can do that. But you can check all those plots at the same time. So it's better to use clear output function here. Okay guys, if you have any question, please ask me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.